Libra, what's up, y'all? Let's take a look at finances for the month of September 2022, okay? For those of you who are new to my channel, this is something brand new that I have never done before in my entire tarot career. I played around with little finance spreads in my readings before, but as far as a whole finance reading, this is the first time I've ever tried this. So if I come across a little weird and awkward, please bear with me. This is very strange and out of my comfort zone, but we're going to see how this goes for September, and then I'll decide whether or not I decide to keep this, okay? So the first thing we're looking at here is unemployed looking for employment. If you'd like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video, okay? All right, let's see. Let me see how the energy is looking for unemployed Libras who are actively looking for employment. How's the energy looking? Two of Swords. Some of you may have more than, maybe you're just really indecisive as to exactly what it is that you want to do. Okay, you might be overthinking yourself to death. You know, well, do I want to do this or do I want to do that? Do I want to go get a part-time job and keep working there until I can find a job I really like? Or should I just go ahead and go straight for something that I really love? Or should I go back to school? You know, I feel like some of you are just kind of sitting around overthinking it. Maybe doing more thinking than acting. All right, let's see. Ooh, the Knight of Wands, though. Ooh, sweet. Okay. Page of Swords reverse, though. Okay. Ooh, so also, too, throughout September, we are dealing with a Mercury retrograde. Okay, that does affect things, especially like if you're looking for a job. That's going to have probably a pretty heavy impact on it. It's kind of looking to me like probably throughout the first 2/3 of the month, you know, if you want to separate the month into thirds, it's probably going to kind of look like nothing's happening with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm really honestly feeling like things are really going to start picking up near the end of the month. As soon as we start heading out of that retrograde energy, I really honestly feel like that's when things are really going to start moving for you. Some of you are going to end up getting rehired at an old job with the Six of Cups right here. I feel like those of you who are waiting for a callback, it doesn't look like it's happening mainly throughout the month of September. But for those of you who are looking to be rehired at an old place, that very well may be likely. With the Chariot and the Six of Cups here. Star card, Ace of Cups. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the advice here because it looks like it's looking pretty dark and gloomy for the majority of the month. And then as soon as you probably take your mind off of it and stop worrying about it, that's when a door is going to open for you. What's the best advice? Best advice for unemployed Libras looking for employment. Best advice. Two more. 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles in the reverse, Page of Wands. Don't be afraid of looking stupid. Okay? Don't be afraid of that. I know that's one of the hardest things. We get so nervous of being the new guy or the new girl at the job, you know. Almost every job, you know, everybody's had to be the new person that everybody kind of looks at and makes fun of, and they don't know what they're doing, you know. Don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of being ignorant. Don't be afraid of looking dumb. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. I know you've probably heard these things said a million times, but honestly, the process of learning from mistakes and overcoming obstacles is what turns you into a high value person. Okay. Ooh, I don't know why this is coming through, but some of you may end up with a potential love interest at the job. And it's saying, don't go there. Don't go there, especially while you're new. Okay. But the biggest thing, I think, don't be afraid of learning something new, and don't be afraid of looking stupid. Okay. Don't be afraid that people are going to make fun of you, because they are. Who gives a shit? Okay. Don't be worried about people's opinion of you. I don't know why that's what came through, but that's what came through. All right. Now I'm going to look at those of you who are employed looking for advancement, like a promotion or whatnot. Libras who are employed looking for advancement, promotion, moving up. How's the energy looking? How is the energy looking? Ooh, the Magician. Some of you are definitely working on manifesting a promotion. It looks like you're headed in the right direction. Now, here's the thing about the manifestation path. Doesn't matter what you're manifesting. I don't care if you're manifesting a bunch of money. Don't care if you're manifesting the love life you want, or whatever the case may be. There are going to be times on the path where it looks like it's not going to happen. Period. End of discussion. What separates the successful people from the failures is, do you have it in you to stay on the path even when things aren't looking like they're working out for you? Okay. I don't know why I had to throw that out there, but let's see. Ice of Cups, though. Okay. Yeah, man, look. Hey, I'm feeling like those of you who have actively been working on getting a promotion, looks like it's coming in for you. Straight up. Probably somewhere near the middle of the month is when the majority of this energy is accumulating to support you. Okay. Looks good to me. All the hard work's paying off. Looks pretty good to me. Ooh, it kind of looks like, though, it is going to cause some discourse between you and your coworkers, though. Some of you may have some little buddies that you've made friends with, or just some acquaintances that you formed that relationship, which workplace connections have always confused the hell out of me personally. I never really functioned on the job very well when it came to all that, because I just don't really understand how we can pretend to be best buddies while we're at work, and then if we pass each other at the grocery store, you don't even look at me. I've never understood that. Like, what? I've never been able to wrap my mind around that. But anyway, I'm trailing off. You may notice some strange, weird, awkward tension and a definite shift in the energy between you and some of your coworkers, some of your buddies and whatnot, with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Okie dokie. Somebody here is going to get mad about it. I feel like somebody here is going to be pissed off. Let me tell you something about people. Most people hate seeing you do good. They hate it. Oh, they hate it. They hate it. That's a big symptom of somebody who has a failures mentality is your success is causing my failure. That's a huge symptom of somebody who has a failures mentality. Wants to blame their failures on the other successful people. You know what I mean? That's a big, huge symptom of that. Let them talk. Let them talk. Maybe they'll wake up and get off their ass one day and do something. Maybe they won't. Let them talk. Just ignore it. What's the best advice? Best advice for Libras receiving a promotion. Two more. Ooh, the Knight of Swords reversed. Six of Swords is going to be a rough transition. Now, similar to what I said a minute ago about do not be afraid of looking stupid. Imposter syndrome is something that everybody has to go through. Everybody. Okay. You're going to suffer from imposter syndrome at first. Okay. You just have to deal with it and stick through it until you start flowing comfortably. And it will. It'll be way outside your comfort zone. You know, it might feel weird. You got this big spike in pay. You know that all your friends are jealous of you now. They're mad at you. They're actually pissed off. You know this, and there's a part of you that's going to be like, well, shit, do I even deserve this? Do I even really know what I'm doing? What if everybody finds out that I really am not as good as they think I am? That's normal. That's normal. Do not let that make decisions for you. Okay. Just as hard as I know, it's easy to say and hard to do, but that feeling will go away after a while. Okay. Thank you, KP, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Nine of Pentacles. Yo. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Do not let anybody make you feel guilty for being successful. Okay. And they will. Oh, yes, they will. I feel like a lot of you are going to kind of start to realize that some of the people that you thought were your buddies really aren't. Because if you have a real friend, a real true friend is not going to get pissed off when you accomplish something. That's not a real friend. If somebody gets mad at you and gets angry and pissed off because you're doing good, that was an undercover hater. That was an undercover hater. That wasn't a friend. And believe it or not, this is one of the reasons why I have no friends. This is one of the many, many reasons why I have no friends. You and everybody out there who has a big circle of friends have a lot more undercover haters than you know. There's a lot more people very close to you that desperately want to see you fail. And then whenever you start succeeding, they will expose themselves. Yeah, they will. Yes, they will. Stay on the path. Do not let any shitty hatred that they throw at you pull you off the path. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty. Don't let anybody make you feel like a bad person. That's just part of the journey, man. That's how it goes. Period. This is a dualistic dimension. Okay, there is positive and negative. With every positive, there will be a negative along with it. And that's one of the negative aspects of success. You will piss lots of people off, and they will desperately try to throw doo-doo up the mountain from the bottom to see if they can knock you off. Don't let it. Don't let it. All right. Okie dokie. Now, I want to look at those of you who are looking to become self-employed. Okay. Now, I have to specify this. This is this is only for the Libras who are actively on the path, making moves, trying to replace their day job with their own business. Okay. I got to specify that. That's that. If you are just kind of thinking about doing it one of these days, this is not for you. If you're just talking about what you would like to do, this is not for you. This is only for the Libras who are on the path doing it. You're making those investments. You're taking the training courses, you're spending the money on the training and on the software, and you're actually on the path busting moves to where you can actually say, truthfully, I'm on the path. I'm building my business, All right, let's see how the energy's looking. Let's see how the energy's looking. How's the energy looking? Wow, the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Uh-oh. Okay. So, hang on. There's something you feel like you need. Some of you feel like there's, how am I going to word this? I feel like you all are waiting on something very specific. You know, ooh, Ace of Pentacles, though, waiting on something very specific. Like there's something that you think you need in order to move forward with it. But I think you're making more forward movement than you realize with the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords in the reverse. If you, now, especially if you don't even know anybody that's ever done what you're doing, you're going to have to trust the universe, man. I think you're going to start realizing very soon that you have a lot more energy supporting you than energy not supporting you. 10 of Pentacles. Here's one of the negative aspects of it. 10 of Cups reversed. As you get on this path, you'll start to notice a strange, weird energy between you and some of the closest people to you. Okay? You could end up falling out with and separating from very close family members, very close friends, you know, and we can speculate back and forth about what that problem is all day long. But from an energetic perspective, what's happening is you are making a frequency change. Okay. The minute you stop talking about it and start doing it, that is the minute you start turning your radio dial to change to a new frequency. Okay. The minute you partner up with that company and you just put out one ad promoting a product or whatever the case may be, you've turned the radio dial. Now you're moving to a new frequency. So most people, especially most of the people in your life, they're not interested in changing frequencies. They want to stay in their comfort zone. So you may start noticing a strange, weird, funny energy between you and, I don't know, your mom, or maybe even your partner. That does happen very frequently. Maybe even your partner. That's the sad part. But this is, for those of you who can't tell, this is the 10 of Pentacles. This is the 10 of Pentacles card. Let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice for the Libras who are taking action to replace their 9-to-5 job with their own business? What's the best advice? Oh, the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so don't, and this is really hard, dude. I struggled with this a lot on my path. Don't try to rush the process. I know we all just want to be able to get in there and take a training course and build a business and then have this big fat income rolling in like by next week. I'm not saying it never happens, but that's usually not very likely. Usually not very likely. Okay. The universe has something very specific picked out for you. Very specific. Okay. Right now, you are not a frequency match to that yet. Not yet. The process of getting on the path, making the moves, making mistakes, learning from mistakes, that whole process is molding you into the person who is a frequency match to what the universe has picked out for you. So let's say, for example, let's say you decided to build like a little MLM business or something like that. Maybe that's not what the universe has picked out for you. Doesn't matter. You still get in that and you bust your ass off. Okay. And then by the time that's run its course and you're like, well, shit, I've done everything. And then something else new comes along and you decide to jump on a new opportunity. You take everything you learned from that opportunity and use it in the next opportunity. It may not be successful again. You may build another little business and then it falls apart and it doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Set that to the side. Take everything you learned from that, build a new business, and just keep repeating this process until eventually, bam. I think a lot of you are a lot closer than you know. A lot closer. A whole lot closer. Okay? And again, when you start to notice strange energy between you and some of the closest people to you, don't fight that process. This is one thing I see. Actually, if I had to make a list of the top 3 leading causes of manifestation failure, it's clinging to people. That being the top 3. Because when you first start off, you're down here on this frequency down here. Okay? Everything and everyone that is a part of your life is on the same frequency. That's an immutable universal law. So when you start ascending up out of the frequency and tuning into a new one, you will start noticing strange, weird, disruptive energy between you and the people around you because you are no longer a frequency match. Now, you know what most people do? They grab onto that person and cling to them and try to keep them in their life. You know what that does? That turns you into a hot air balloon tied to a sandbag. So where you were headed up here, where you're trying to make it up here to this frequency, you cling to this person, you tie yourself to that frequency. The manifestation gets flushed down the toilet. Okay? I'm not saying go cut everybody out of your life. I'm not saying that. Oh, Rich said I have to cut my family off. No, I did not say that. I did not say that. I said that when, not if, but when you start noticing strange, weird energy between you and people who are close to you, because you will, allow it to run its course. Allow it to run its course. And hey, maybe not everybody. I guarantee you there's at least one person in your life that will start to notice it. Oh, damn, what's going on here? So they will take it upon themselves to ascend with you. They can. Everybody in your life has the ability to do that if they want to. But the stone cold hard facts of the matter is most people don't want to. Most people don't want to. Most people want to stay right where they're at in their little comfort zone and stay there for the rest of their lives. And if that's what they want to do, you have to let them. But if you want to make it up here to this frequency, okay, and this frequency up here is a totally different spectrum of reality where you are living a completely different lifestyle. You're a different person. You look at the world differently. You look at money differently. You look at everything differently. You're abundant. You know, you own your own business. You're making more money than you've ever dreamed of making. It's a completely different reality altogether. If you want to make it up there, you're going to have to release anything that's trying to be pulled away from you. Okay? Just do not fight the process. Stay on the path and keep your eye on the goal. Okay? All righty. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear, so I am going to go ahead and end this reading here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.